Welcome back to Ignite Success, where we sit down and talk to business professionals and owners about topics like leadership, and we love to hear their success story so we can inspire and motivate you. I'm Sherrie Clark, and I'm your host. And today, virtually with us is Kenneth Overman. Hi, Kenneth.
Hi, Sherry. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thank you for being here. Now, Kenneth, you are the owner of Biography Masters. Tell us a little bit about Biography Masters.
Well, Biography Masters is, I like to call it a soup to nuts service, writing service, where we take clients on and if they want to get a book out there about their life or they want to write a novel, we can do everything from interviewing to writing the entire book, to editing and to formatting in a book content, and then doing the book cover. And we'll also go ahead and get it published. And again, it's soup to nuts. We can take the whole thing from top to bottom, or we can just take a certain part of it. If they have a book they've already written, then we can edit it and publish it. That's what we do.
So, so we both have engaged in the publishing industry. I don't know about you. I've been in it for, I don't know, 2 decades almost. And there have been
Mm.
so many changes. And, for you being a publisher, what are some of the changes you've seen that have really worked in your favor?
Well, I don't have near the experience that you do, Sherry, but I've been in this business for just about 12 years now. But it's been fast forward, full speed ahead, full time. I had a stint in Afghanistan where I was there for a year, and I was with the U.S. Agency for International Development doing development work, trying to
Wow,
help out there.
that's
When I
impressive.
came back, I met a person who was inspiring, another writer. She was with the Florida Times Union for 30 years, something like that. And she said,
Wow.
she told me she just jumped off the cliff and began to write biographies. And at the time, I'd written a couple of books already, and I knew I wanted to be full time writing. I loved it. So she told me one time at a dinner party that she would like to help me get it going. And that was in 2012. So I met with her over lunch, and she told me how to do it. And so I did it. And it's been about, I stopped counting at 35 books. And that's what I've been doing. So in that
Wow.
time, in that 12 years, to answer your question, yeah, I mean, the publishing industry has changed dramatically. It's gone
It
from so many,
has.
full-time publishers out there, and then it kind of crumbled. And of course, Amazon became the gorilla in the room, and suddenly everybody can publish their book, which was wonderful, and it remains to be that. But people wanted to do more than just get a book published. They wanted to have something really excellent out there, and that is credible, and they wanted to take it as far as they could. So then people like me came along to help them get the books written and published and put out there in an excellent way.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You said you're soup to nuts, right? So you're kind of like a
Yes, that's right.
one-stop shop. And so, people do, they get in there and they get comfortable and they trust you and you go all the way. Um, you know,
That's right.
Another thing is that the challenges, there have been challenges as well. The good things, Amazon, more people are able to write books, right, themselves, whereas
Yes.
before they had
Yes.
to submit to traditional publishers, and now they're doing
Hmm.
that. And what are some of the challenges that you think authors or people who want to write a book, what do you think that they are facing, and how do you think, what are some ways you guys get around that?
For the lion's share of my clients seem to hit a wall at times when they have this desire, they have this story. And many of my clients have been around long enough to have a story to tell, a legacy to share. They want to do it, but they don't know how to go about it because it's the publishing world today is there's so many opportunities
Yeah,
and options out there.
I
They
know.
don't know how to get across that barrier.
I
So
know.
we facilitate their journey And we meet them where they are, and we just say, here's the way to get it done.
There you go.
And a lot of people think that, well, I can't write, I'm never going to publish a book. And if they've actually written something, then they'll send their manuscript over. And I love that, because they've really taken the next step, the next 20 miles, and they've written something. And so we help them with strategy for writing, and maybe revising a little bit or editing. And so, yeah, we help them to get on board and get it going. We're fulfilling their dream, basically.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. I love it. And don't you find that when they come, that they just need somebody to kind of guide them and give them permission on, what they can and can't do and how to do it. And, I love the way you
Yeah,
describe it as a journey, because it is a journey, it
yeah,
is.
it is a journey, and
And
they need
yeah,
encouragement. Absolutely, they need to
they
say, you
do.
know what, you've got something going here, and it's a good thing, and writing is wonderful. So let's go ahead and continue that walk. I have one client. I'm just finishing up her book, and she is what's called a Pedro Pan refugee. This goes back to when Castro actually wanted to take kids into the reprogramming camps, and so the parents sent their kids out of Cuba into Miami. 14,000 of them left over a 2-year period between 1961 and 1962. So my client has all these ideas. She's highly educated, but she said, Ken, I sat down and I tried to write, and every time I wrote, I started to cry. And I said, okay. She said, help me out, help me to get this thing written. So I was just that little bit of impetus that got her to start writing more and more. And it was just a guide thing, just a little tweak here, a little tweak there, and her book's coming out real soon. That's the kind of thing
So
that I
you were
love
like
doing.
a coach, right? Like you coached her. You were like her biggest cheerleader, you know. Yeah, good for you,
In that
Kenneth.
case, yes, yes. But then we also
Yeah.
write from scratch too. So it depends on the need.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. You've won awards. That's good. Congratulations.
Mhm. Thank you.
Yeah, you and we got to talk.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, it's the writing industry is wonderful. It's getting better, and I tell you the good news, Sherrie, is that now I understand that Barnes and Noble is actually they sort of decentralized the decision making on the part of their book buyers, and so now each individual Barnes and Noble store can actually make their own decisions about having authors in to make a presentation about the books they'll buy from which suppliers. And Barnes and Noble is actually building more brick and mortar stores right now. And I say that because it's not as if Amazon and Ingram Spark and so on have taken over the industry to where there are no more mom and pop stores. No, they're coming back again, which tells me that the people are reading. And you take something like TikTok, for
Yes, they
example, or
are.
Book Talk.
Yes.
Good grief! You can get on Book
Yeah.
Talk, and you got 500,000 viewers just like that. And when I checked it out, the the ones that are presenting their books and promoting it are about maybe 18 to 22, 23 years old. They're reading books
Yeah.
and they're giving out short reviews, and they're selling like crazy. So the
Wow.
industry is alive and well, that's for sure.
That is good point. Thank you so much, Kenneth, for coming on the show. You, for providing such great information. If you want to know more about Kenneth Overman, go to iwantabuzz.com. And that'll be it for this segment. And I look forward to seeing you at the next one.